Hello.
Hello, Farhad. How are you? Can you hear me? Can you see me clear?
Both. Yeah. Hear you
Both.
and see you. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's perfect. Yeah, Farhad, I'm sorry in advance for my English. It's not enough clear, but I will try to explain my thoughts.
You can switch to Russian. That works too.
Yes, sure. It's
You
not
by
my.
yourself or you have
Huh?
Alex? Alex is going to join us or?
Maybe he will join, but I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay, Farhad, let's I give you a target way why I asked you. Actually, I am co-founder startup Flash, Get Flash. I send you a link on in LinkedIn. We are trying to provide any finance some buyers and suppliers, but actually we are on early stage. Actually we are trying to make any first sales. Yeah, at the moment we didn't prove our concept. We are now understanding some problems, some markets in this place. Therefore, I saw that you have a wide experience, including you work with any marketplace, food marketplaces, and I am sure that you have strong experience in this space. Therefore, I would like to ask several questions, but before, can you please describe what is its trade pronto and what exactly you have role in this company?
Sure. So I'm the founder of the company, and this is a marketplace that we also actually, as a matter of fact, just like you guys are just building now. We're in the middle of the development. Well, expectation is that, well, it's always difficult to say, but maybe in a month and a half, hopefully it may go live. The
I
goal
hope.
of, yeah, thank you. The goal of the market, the purpose or the business model of the marketplace is to connect the retailers with the suppliers of the products that are ready for shelf. So we're only going to be working with the retailers, no restaurants, hotels, or anything of that nature. At least that's not the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Plan is to focus just on the supermarkets and medium-sized, stores who are in strong need of finding new quality suppliers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, excuse me.
Bless you. Second time. Okay, that's good.
Thank you. So apparently there is a need, even though it may be not intuitive, maybe a lot of people think that retailers have more than need supply. Actually, it's not true. They always are looking for something interesting, something that will help them to differentiate from
Mm-hmm.
the other competitor. So we have a very interesting like a vision for this platform, very heavy utilization of artificial intelligence. We probably will be using blockchains and interesting,
Mm-hmm.
advanced technology and make it very different than just another, marketplace where you go and you look at it and it looks like a dump zone and you don't want to go back there again. We'll be doing a lot of automation for the processes, etc. But the uh, yeah, the goal primarily is serve the needs of the retailers, and we are going to roll out here in Europe, in Eastern Europe to begin with. We have one launch partner here in Baku in Azerbaijan. It's a large
Mm-hmm.
supermarket chain who wants to launch
Mm-hmm.
with us. We will be
Mm-hmm.
focusing on suppliers from Turkey and from Russia to begin with. Maybe there will be other countries that will join us,
Mm-hmm.
but we want to run a pilot, see how it works. And then as we will be running the pilot, we will start raising money and going to,
Increase your revenue.
Well, I don't know about revenue. We probably will not be charging people day one. We'll do something for free so they get used to it. And after some grace period, we start, charging people some small commission fees. But we want to move out to Europe and sign up more retailers as soon as possible. So that's the plan. And part of that vision is so what we want to do is we want to build more of a platform and integrate services into it instead of building our own uh, technology as much as we can. We'll build the core technology, of course, but like, for example, things like one of the things we want to do is to automate. So when supplier comes on board, they have to upload their documents, they're not the documents, but their catalogs, their products, listings, and all that into the system. And that's usually a very process. So we're working with a company right now who is supposed to give us the AI-driven technology that will automate that process. Or, for example, when you and I want to buy and sell something, we want to automate the process of the documentation formation, the invoices, the checking of the documents. So there will be a lot of different ways to automate processes, and we want to bring the other third parties into the platform as much as we can. Or, for example, logistic services. We will bring few logistic companies who will be doing the matchmaking with the shippers. So same with the finance. Bringing
Okay,
finance companies, which is
Farhad,
your will.
why did you decide to create a marketplace where some buyers and suppliers to make any trade? Because I know this market is too late. I mean, many buyers, many suppliers make any deal outside of internet by phone, by email, and etc. And it's hard to attract them on the platform. Why did you decide to launch this idea?
Well, it may be a little difficult to bring them in, but once you bring them in, they will stay with you because it's a lot more efficient and they cannot find the suppliers. There is a huge amount of small and medium-sized businesses that produce quality products, but they cannot get on the market just because they don't know how, and they're stuck with their buyers who don't pay them very well. And like, for example, Turkey alone, which is 90 million people market, there's a huge amount of suppliers over there who only work on a local market and don't know how to get out because they don't have any export capabilities. So for the buyers, also very interesting to find new suppliers. And this is a model that already worked in United States. One of our team members, Brandon, he was, for example, one of the core founding members of a company called RangeMe that did the exact same thing in the US and became a unicorn and all that. So this model will work. It doesn't exist in Europe just yet because America is usually kind of a little ahead. But yeah, there is an opportunity, and a couple of markets we talked to, they're interested, and if they're interested in that in Azerbaijan, then they'll be even more interested in that in Europe. So it's just a matter of doing that.
What kind of country are you going to connect? United States, Europe, Azerbaijan, or what kind of country?
United States probably later. Right now, it will be initial pilot will be Azerbaijan and Russia and Turkey, and then we will be looking at the different markets depending on where we will find our next buyers.
Are you going to provide goods like food, just food, or is it all type of any items?
Just food.
Just food. Yeah. But I will try to understand why just food, because is it popular to make international trades by food?
Well, food is a $12 trillion sector.
International trades.
Yeah, the global food and beverage retail market and wholesale market together, that's $12 trillion.
Okay.
So there's more than enough business in there. And just for your information, $1.5 trillion worth of food is being thrown away every year. And that amount of food is enough to feed like 800 million people. So this is a very broken market. There's a lot of inefficiencies there.
Absolutely. It's 20 years ago to stay. Technology will disrupt this area. Okay, I got. What average amount are you going to have on your market? Is it $100,000 or is it $1,000? What will be the average amount of one purchase? What's your forecast?
That is hard to say. That will be a regular trade that it happens today, the way the companies trade today. Whatever fits in the truck, that's going to be probably their sale. Maybe some of them will do LTL purchases. It depends. So we will not be buying or selling anything. We will be providing a platform for the businesses to transact. And we want them to come to our platform and find there each and every service that they can find. Logistics services, finance services, even professional services to market their product in the new markets. And of course, the matchmaking and transaction and financial services, etc. So I have to apologize. I got another 10 minutes because we got a new dog today.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Tell me a little bit about what you guys do, and maybe we can find how we can connect.
Yeah, several questions. What about financing? What kind of financing are you going to introduce over there? Because I know that many buyers would like to have any terms 30, 60, any installments plan. Yeah, but controversial suppliers would like to put money up front. How are you going to solve this misconception?
So that will be solved by the third-party finance providers who will be coming there and offering the short money, 30 days, 60 days, whatever it needs to bridge it to finance the invoice or to do the reverse forfeit or to do regular forfeiting or doing letter of credit. So there are some companies out there like Hakado and a couple of others, you probably know of them, who offer these kind of services. So I guess that tell me what's on your mind. What is it that you guys are doing? What kind of
actually, our idea to make something like Hokado, but if I correctly understand, Hokado provides just BNLP services, like term 30, term 60 days. Our idea arose when we saw that some Amazon sellers from the United States, for example, try to make any purchase in United States, for example. And there are problems that Chinese suppliers don't provide any terms. Yeah, and Amazon sellers need to find any third-party providers who will provide any funding, any liquidity for this type of purchasing. And we saw on this situation, and idea came arise that we can to provide this liquidity. And we started to talk with buyers, international suppliers to identify are there exactly problems which we are going to solve. You mentioned that you talked with Hokado. Did you talk with them, or did you have just a list of these our competitors? Or have
I met a bunch of companies last year in Berlin on a conference, a marketplace conference. It's this September, they're running it again.
Yeah.
There was Hokado and
Billy, Mondo.
Mondo, I think I knew. Anyway, yeah, I'll look them up, the names right now. Maybe I'll find the others that I'm talking about. I don't remember all those names.
Okay. It will be great.
Kriya is another one.
And
then another one is Spring Q. There was a guy, Juan, who was a CEO. So there were three, and there was another one, FinMate, but I never got connected with them.
Didn't you talk with them? You just have list and you saw them on any conference?
No, we met at the marketplace. Yeah.
Are you going to implement someone of them to your marketplaces and to provide through them any liquidity to your suppliers and buyers?
That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. I don't know who I'm going to be working and when, but yeah, we're thinking about some kind of financial services. Whether that will be them or we'll find the cheaper money, I don't know. Their money is not cheap. So if I'll find someplace else cheaper, then I'll.
Okay, why do you think is so important to provide any liquidity for your future customers? Why did you decide to start to implement some of these competitors? Did you have any?
It's just normal to help people finance their trade.
Yeah, okay, I agree with this, and because we thought about this and we compare this situation when some buyers and suppliers go to their bank to get any liquidity and go to the appropriate market and to buy any goods. What's the advantages of this payment method on your marketplace compared with the bank liquidity? We are trying to understand what advantages can we provide in this type of payment.
Well, probably not every supplier can find money at the bank, and not everyone is bankable, and maybe the terms will be different.
Terms will be different. And as well, maybe it's more value to provide any liquidity at the time of purchase, maybe when some buyers to come to your marketplace to choose any goods and to buy immediately during purchase process. Because we are trying to understand, there are a lot of competitors who providing any liquidity. It's bank and other services who provide any liquidity to the SMB, small and medium-sized businesses. And we're trying to understand what's the advantages of this type of solution, like Hokado, Mondo, and etc. What's the difference between bank? Why some suppliers and the buyers go to the Mondo, Hokado, compare with the bank?
Well, that probably is a question for the suppliers, why they choose one source over another. It's probably as I said, the rate, and banks may want a collateral, and these suppliers don't collateralize their loans. They just finance your invoice or give you money ahead of the invoice. There are a few different terms over there that should be considered, and to be quite honest, I didn't do the full-blown research yet because I'm just a little bit not there yet. I talked to a couple local banks who, for example, willing to open a line of credit at the retailer who is on my platform, and they will fund it from there. So there are a few different ways to structure that, and I'm sure the banks also have their clients, and Hokodo has their own clients, and the others have as well. It's probably also convenience, but yeah, I cannot give you like a dissertation level response on that.
Yeah, what do you think? What kind of difficulties to face buyers when try to make any purchase? I mean, in financing. I mean, when they try to get any financing for wholesale purchase.
Well, they may not be already able to get more loans because that depends on their balance sheet. And if their balance sheet is loaded, the bank can tell them, okay, I can give you 3 million, but I cannot give you 10 million. And they already loaded that 3 million line of credit, and they need more to finance more trade. And they go to another liquidity provider who is going to be maybe willing to take more risk, maybe at a higher rate, or maybe one bank finances 50% of invoice and I will finance 95% of invoice. So you have to like really look at all the different conditions out there.
Okay, services type like Hokado, Mondo, is it something new on the market, or this is most popular method which many marketplaces and other services implemented?
Well, marketplaces, especially B2B marketplaces per se, are a very new thing.
New thing.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like it's been around forever. But yeah, those Hokados, etc., they don't offer it just on marketplaces. I think they just find, you know, companies who are in a trade business, who are either buyers or sellers, and work with them. And it just happened so that I met with them, and they were in a marketplace conference. And yeah, I mean, it's a new thing. So B2B marketplaces are kind of heavy. That's why it's difficult to build them. That's why they're not around that much, like, you know, like B2C ones.
Yeah, I ask because I know that in Europe, a lot of any different BNLP services, buy now, pay later services, which exist 5 years maybe, but some company like Mondo started work several years, 2 years ago maybe. And as well, they provide not exactly BNLP, as well another payment method like credit cards and etc. If I correctly remember, they offer any checkout where some clients can to choose appropriate payment method, including BNLP, and you as a marketplace can to implement this form to your marketplaces. Is it value for you when some clients to choose different payment method, or more important for you to have BNLP services for your clients?
It depends what other services will be in comparison. It's hard for me to say because my marketplace is not out yet. I'm too early to answer these questions. I don't have a marketplace. I'm building a marketplace. So I'm pretty much at the same stage, guys, or maybe a little far ahead. I don't know if you're coding anything or you're just like ideation phase right now, but I don't have a marketplace, so I can't say.
Okay. What do you think is a different payment method like ACH, credit card, BNLP? Is it will be important for your services, or does you need just BNLP for your clients?
I don't know. It depends on the numbers. So it's hard for me to say. As I said, I don't have a marketplace, right? I gotta go because the dog is getting out.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Farhad. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day. Bye.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.